In the UK's bid to be more gender equal than anywhere else, the UK's Ministry of Defence, the MOD, has been pushing, even though it doesn't have the resources, for more gender equality to include gender-neutral toilets. They spent roughly £20,000 on this. But, female staff are refusing to use it. I can't imagine why. I mean, we're making it so that everyone knows their gender, their identity means nothing. There's a bathroom for you. But ladies, because men don't really give a damn, are refusing to use it because, and I quote, they're too smelly. I feel like this should be an exhibition of stupid people and you should be there. But I can't be bothered. I'll save the exhibition of stupid people for Friday or Thursday. Thursday sounds better, doesn't it? I have a whole day off, in theory. So what the MOD did was take 13 single-sex toilets within its building in Whitehall, London, and transform them into gender-neutral bathrooms, with the male and female signs simply being replaced with the word toilet. Now, despite the price tag for the upgrade, the only thing that was replaced were signs and sanitary towel dispensers and a bin. For 20 grand, you didn't get much, but okay. A female civil servant for the Ministry of Defence spoke with the Mirror and said, "I don't go anywhere near the new gender-neutral loos as they're too smelly, and none of my female colleagues feel comfortable using them." Well, it was only a few years ago that men were making similar complaints because they didn't care for this. But at the same time, there were people complaining because they don't care, and yet people are making a massive deal out of it. The lady being interviewed by the Mirror continued to say there was nothing wrong with the old toilets. Not one person ever complained. I don't want to hit a man going to the toilet, and I don't want to make eye contact with him after I have been there. I'll be honest with you, and I should state a few obvious things from this. Firstly, it's understandable that no one complained, because toilets are toilets. You go there to do your business, and then you leave. After you've washed your hands, you filthy, filthy animals. While it's understandable you don't want to hear a man go to the toilet, flip that. I don't think a guy wants to hear a girl go to the toilet. And I smile as I say this. No guy wants to hear a girl go, okay, rein that in. Sorry, couldn't resist. And as far as making eye contact goes, I can tell you this hand on heart. Guys don't make eye contact when they leave the bathroom. They never do. We also don't go in there with our friends. We just go. Because to us, it is a minor inconvenience in our daily activities. But a necessary one at that. Another complaint this particular employee made was that they themselves knew the MOD is cash-strapped. So wasting $20,000 is daft. It is a pointless endeavour to strive for supposed gender equality while also gender inclusivity when no one cares. And now you have put the people, the employees, in a position where they now have to feel comfortable knowing in the stall next to them or in the urinal in front of their stall, there's another person of another gender they might not feel comfortable using a bathroom around. I remember this back in 2016 when I was on a Sunday Funday stream on Red Robot's YouTube channel linked below, and we spoke about the bathroom issues, and all of us on that panel, all 10 of us agreed. Guys, for the most part, just don't care, but many girls don't either. But there will always be some girls and some guys who are not comfortable being put in a position where they are forced to share a bathroom or forced to do something that is for them and is like a safe space to them. I guess they need to get on board with current year, don't they? Do I need my sarcasm sign for that? Colonel Richard Kemp, former commander of British forces in Afghanistan, said that he found it shocking that the army is being dragged into political correctness, and that given how stretched and how busy the forces are, it is surprising someone has time to worry about something so trivial. And this is because the army has come under fire for reducing physical requirements to be more accommodating for egalitarian ideals. This is not egalitarian in the slightest, by the way. To be egalitarian is to be truly equal. Although many will undoubtedly poke holes at that, thank you for doing that. That's why the comments exist after all. It is not equal to lower the bar for someone else. A standard is set, so we know that the very best in this context, the very best can exist and strive and succeed on missions and deployments. We do not need somebody who does not have the stamina or the strength or the willpower, the mental fortitude to be able to complete the mission they are charged with. So lowering the bar, as we know some have started to do. I vaguely recall this from a Teal Deer video, where the New York Fire Department was sued for not having somebody succeed through a training exercise because they're women, because the bar was too high for them, forgetting that other women had gotten through it in the past. It is exhausting that people want the bar lowered for them to a level that works for them. No. This is why these types of jobs are absolutely dominated by men. Because when it comes to physically being the best, for the most part, men are physically superior. There are some exceptions, of course there are. And there are, let's not forget here, plenty of women who have gotten through basic training and served. So bringing the army into this political correctness is absolute nonsense and only serves to embarrass us further. The employee for the Ministry of Defence is correct. This is an absolute waste of money. And the Colonel is correct as well. To add to those who have complained about this utterly frivolous expense, you have the Taxpayers Alliance who have said that creating gender-neutral toilets no one wants to use is flushing public money down the drain. And instead of frittering away cash for right-on nonsense, officials should focus on putting every penny into frontline services. To defend themselves, a spokesperson for the MOD has said, like several other government departments, we offer gender-neutral facilities as part of our modern and inclusive working environment. Well, your employees don't like it. They want their personal space back, because to them, gender matters a little, in one key aspect, and that is when they go for number 2, they don't want to hear a dude next to them, or a woman next to them. Mostly the women who've just complained. It's only a woman so far. I haven't heard any complaints from guys yet, but give it time. They don't want to hear a dude in the stall next to them grunting, bearing down, or possibly, because I know some people do this, looking at prawn. Yep. And to add to this, it's not just in the Ministry of Defence. It is also in schools. Gender-neutral toilets have been unveiled in schools across the UK with a very similar backlash. Girls are even refusing to go to school entirely because they feel uncomfortable with using the school's restroom facilities, and in some cases have reported bullying. I'll be honest with you, while gender-neutral toilets may serve a purpose somewhere, they don't in a school. Gender identity is so vastly complex. I'll be honest, stick to your biological sex until you leave the school. Okay? That's going to get some feedback, isn't it? Commenting on this, National File reported that in the case of mixed-sex toilets, which have been introduced under the pretenses of reducing bullying and promoting inclusion, some girls feel as if they are being robbed of their privacy, which I tend to agree with. Some girls report experiencing period shaming from boys while forced to share a bathroom. I think, I'll be honest with you, and this is a key thing, the bathroom should be boy, girl, nothing else. Someone's going to say, oh, what about the... and then insert gender here. No, boy, girl. School is and should always be boy, girl, nothing else. Those who are going through gender dysphoria, I think for the most part, many will understand when I say you shouldn't even be on hormone replacement therapy until you finish, until you're a fully fledged adult in the first place. I've had this debate many times. And I would point out, there are a number of girls who are of a faith who feel uncomfortable when adjusting something as simple as the hijab around boys. So one has to take into consideration here that if it is not going to work or it makes people feel uncomfortable, no amount of social reconditioning is going to change something as fundamental as that one little safe space where people can go boom boom. Now, try to make light of this. I mean, beyond the absolute waste of money, I'm very, very much struggling. As with all topics, I'm very much interested to know what you think about this. I personally, when it comes to the MOD, think they wasted money on something that I don't care about. Because as far as I'm concerned, as long as I'm able to use the bathroom, I'm not particularly fussed. However, I do understand the lack of comfort one feels when sharing a bathroom with other people. And people should take that into account instead of forcing it onto other people. In fact, the one thing many employers should do, and institutes should do, is speak with their employees, because they're the ones that actually matter, aren't they? Apparently not, but it's something I think that retains some validity. As a final thing, I have a contest on my channel. A new one. Yeah. Simply put, this red badge is for the victor. It's simply for a piece of art. All I want is a No Lives Matter with my avatar, banner and logo, presidential looking as Foxx, and the best piece wins the red glitter badge. It's quite big, about the size of your hand. Please send your entries to the email address in the About section of my channel page. Also, there's a new video on Moistski Live and I'm streaming on Twitch at 8:30 PM GMT. So I hope you all have a fantastic Monday, and thank you all for listening.